In the Unresolved Problems segment tonight, Americans embracing conspiracy theories. Polls show a whopping 81% believe the Bush administration is hiding something or lying about what they knew leading up to 9/11. And 75% still think the Kennedy assassination was part of a larger plot. Bill recently spoke with Vincent Bugliosi, who spent 20 years researching the Kennedy assassination, and says in his new book, Reclaiming History, offers definitive proof there was no conspiracy.
This guy, Lee Harvey Oswald, had to be quite a shot to get off 3 from that distance and be that deadly accurate. That was the first thing that I noticed and said, could he have done that alone? You found out what?
Well, he wasn't that accurate. First place, if you go up to that window, the limousine is almost on a straight line with the window. It's going 11 miles an hour, almost on a straight line. And how good a shot was he? What was his target, Bill? His target was a head, right? That's what you aim at.
Headshot.
Okay, he hit 1 out of 3. He was a sharpshooter in the Marines. He hit 1 out of 3. The first bullet missed completely. Second one enters the upper right back, misses the target, and the third one hits in the head. 1 out of 3 is not that great, and other people have duplicated him.
Okay, so you believe that his skill as a marksman in the military made it possible for him to get off those shots with the Carcano?
Of course.
You trace the man back. He's a loser, Lee Harvey Oswald.
No question about it.
He's a loser, but he gets around. He's over in Russia. He is in New Orleans. He's in Dallas. Why did Oswald kill Kennedy? Why did he do it?
Okay. Even if he were alive today, Bill, he might not be able to tell you the dynamics swirling around in his fevered mind that led him to this monstrous act.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
He had a diary. He called it his historical diary. A squad mate of his in the Marines said that Oswald wanted to do something that 10,000 years from now people would talk about.
So he was a kook.
A kook.
And he wanted to put his imprint on history.
Change the tide of history, right?
This is the venue he chose.
He was pro-Castro. He revered Castro, ardent supporter of...
Yeah, he wasn't a fan of Kennedy.
No, of the Cuban Revolution. Kennedy obviously was behind the Bay of Pigs.
Okay, so we
trying to overthrow him. We have all of that. Plus, here's the thing. He didn't necessarily dislike Kennedy that much because of his civil rights legislation. He didn't dislike him that much. But he hated America. And I believe that when he was firing at Kennedy, Kennedy was the quintessential representative of a society for which he had a grinding contempt. He was shooting at the United States of America.
Why did Ruby kill Oswald?
Ruby was a kook like Oswald.
Another nut.
Absolutely, 2 nuts that wanted to become big, and they both succeeded.
But see, Ruby had a business. He's a gangster.
He idolized Kennedy. There was an enormous amount of hatred towards Kennedy at the time. Ruby cried more that weekend than...
So just vengeance.
Okay, well, wait a while. So one reason is that he hated Oswald. You know, he said someone had to kill that son of a blank right after he shot him.
Right.
There's another reason, though. He thought he was going to become a big hero.
When Oswald was being paraded, you know, the perp walk, as they call it, he screams, "I'm a patsy." If
you put that into the context, he doesn't say, "I'm a patsy," and leave it at that. What he did say was this. He says, "I defected to the Soviet Union. That's why they're using me as a patsy." He's not suggesting that there's some group of conspirators behind him who committed the murder and set him up. He's saying, "I defected to the Soviet Union, so they're using me as a patsy." Talking about Dallas law enforcement.
Last question. Most Americans believe there was a conspiracy. A lot of money has been made on this conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that's what it's all about here? That people created the conspiracy to make money?
The people that write the books, they have the volumes of the Warren Commission and the House Select Committee. Many of them have deliberately distorted the official record. That's why I call the book Reclaiming History, reclaiming the truth.
So 100% you say Oswald did it alone?
Absolutely. There's no question about it.
Mr. Bugliosi, thanks very much. Enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you so much, Bill.